Hey, good evening. Good evening, everyone. So, welcome to this very special LinkedIn Live. Ask me anything about job search. Okay. So, I know this financial year is starting. New quarter is starting. How many of you are in active job search mode? But, but you're not getting those interview calls. You're getting rejected in interviews, or you're not sure about your next career move, any of that. Okay, you can ask any question in this LinkedIn Live. So if you are watching me live, just put hi in the chat box. Okay, so I'll know who is watching me live. Yes, yes, Talagari, thank you so much for joining me live. Anyone else joining me live, just say hi in the chat box. Guys, this is an open session. Okay, this is not a webinar. I don't have any particular session or any topic or anything like this. Guys, what happens is that I do many webinars. I have a lot of people in my community. I post on LinkedIn, I post on YouTube. So people ask me a lot of questions, and what happens many times, due to shortage of time, I cannot personally answer them. So that's why I'm putting this special LinkedIn Live for you. You can ask any question about job search. Okay, not getting calls, not sure about your next career move, you have a long gap, you're out of job, they are rejecting you, you're not sure about next career move, you're changing your career. How do you get your next job quickly in this quarter itself? Okay, that's what we'll discuss. So guys, you have to put your question here. What do? You put your question in the comments, and I'm seeing those comments. Only thing is, you put your uh, industry, number of years of experience, and the role as well, so that apart from your question, I'll have the context in which you are asking this question. Okay, so hi Reshma, hi Akanksha, Kamlesh, thank you for joining me live. Start putting your questions in the comments, and I'll take them. I'll spotlight your question on screen. All right, so start putting your questions. As I said, only thing is, you put your number of years of experience, you put your designation industry, so I'll understand from what context you're asking this question. Okay, start putting your questions in the chat box. Guys, this is going to be a very different financial year for industries. Okay, globally things are happening in a very different way. You and I know, some of you must be following things. In US, things are different. In Europe, financial markets are behaving differently. In India, startup funding, some companies doing layoffs. So it's a very mix of things in job market. But as an individual professional, how should we look at job search? How can we get that one job for us? This is what we are here to discuss. Okay, yes. So who is the first person? Sagar is the first person. Which is the best platform to search for job? Okay, okay, good question, Sagar. Guys, and all of you others, please put your designation, role, industry, number of years of experience. So from that point of view, I'll answer this question. Sagar, again, you haven't put more here, so let me answer it in general. Uh, See, my answer is not going to be Naukri versus LinkedIn versus Monster. First of all, Sagar, you have to understand the crux of job search, the crux, the central fund of job search. Okay, there are jobs for you. There are employers who are having openings. They are searching for good candidates like you. They have to find you in any way. Okay, there could be a number of ways. And there are people like you, there are openings, you have to find them, because most openings are hidden in the market. They do not come on job portals. Okay, so Sagar, if you're just looking for a job portal, I think there are obvious choices, but there are some niche job portals as well. But personally, I'm very fond of LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is not a job portal, it's a social network of professionals plus a job portal. Okay, so you have that additional thing as well. So Sagar, instead of just checking platform, understand, you have to get found by the recruiters on Naukri, on LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn profile should get found by the recruiters, and wherever there are openings, whether they are online or whether they are hidden, you have to find them. Think like this, Sagar. So if you just want a quick answer, LinkedIn will be my first choice. Naukri is doing good, but apart from that, there are many others, and there are some niche job portals as well. So you can search that way. Apart from these two, choose two, three more which are very particular to your industry. A lot of jobs openings of you, but of your industry. But make sure you get found by the right recruiters by having a very keyword rich and right targeted resume and a very well written LinkedIn profile. Okay, Sagar, you got the answer you're looking for. Just type valuable or V in the chat box. Okay, so I'll see that. Yes, Sagar, thank you so much for answering the first question. Vijaya, 19 years, IT. Hi, Vijaya, for joining in. Nikita, hi. Yes. So next question is, I am not able to get the name from the person, but that's fine. Whoever you are, thanks for asking this question. Is it advisable to shift careers in late 30s? I have not non-technical background, willing to shift to coding or some technical field. First of all, person whoever you are, let's call you friend. Okay, absolutely, it's never you are late for changing your career. In fact, the way things are moving so fast, okay, the way technology is changing so fast, the way employers expectations are changing so fast, all of us are not only going to change jobs but are going to shift their careers, all of us. So we have to kind of learn that art of changing careers, learn the job search skills, what I call. Okay, so this is not late. Now, non-technical background shifting to coding, it can be done, but it will be harder. Okay, let me put it this way, because your resume will not have any coding experience. So even if you learn, you will be regarded almost like a fresher. And understand, if your current coding skills, even if you have learned using some courses and all that, if they're comparable to a fresher, exiting from a college or a 1 year experience, don't you think they would like to hire that person because of lesser salary? So think like this. So if you're changing your career to coding, choose a domain which really needs experienced people, and choose a domain where your past career will also make some sense. You can get some value out of it. For example, there is a person in my community, Career Champions Club. Now, this person has worked for 15 years in finance, okay, non-technical, you can say, but now is learning data analytics and really heavily invested his time, money, effort into learning this thing. Now, the way I've told him to target job search is that finance plus data analyst, where can that go? Obviously, the answer is fintech companies, right? So many fintech companies and even private banks are looking for data analyst positions, and his finance background will be an add-on, will be very, very valuable. Okay, so guys, it's not only about whether I can do career change, whether I can do go to IT. How do you target specific target jobs? How do you target companies? And how do you shift from your point A to point B? Guys, this is the game plan you need for job search. Okay, so I hope you found this answer valuable. Just type valuable in the chat box. Hello friend, thanks for asking this question. Yes, Tushar, thank you for asking this question. I'm working as a manager in banking. Okay, I have 14 years of experience working in DevOps. Could you please help me understand the future IT skills will be in demand? Okay, Tushar, first of all, I would like to applaud that you're understanding that IT skills are going to change so fast, right? So you're looking forward. So that's awesome. Tushar, let me tell you how do you find the answer. Okay, and for all others in the audience, you will have different domain, and mind you, every domain is going to change in every 3 years, every 5 years. Sometimes IT changes much faster, but every domain is going to change. Just yesterday, actually, in my Career Champions community, I'm having a special session for Chat GPT how you can use chat gpt in your job search. Okay, so as a result, for last 2 weeks I've been playing with chat gpt. Let me tell you, I mean, it just blows my mind. And honestly, for last 3 months or last 5 months, I've been using AI based tools, which were not called as chat gpt, but for my own work, coaching related, content development related work. Okay, so just blowing my mind. Tushar, let me put it this way. You are looking for a very specific answer. I might not be the right person, so how do you find that answer? Is whenever you want to learn something new, and especially about this, like आगे क्या हो रहा है, what will happen in future, let me help you understand who decides the future, right? Who decides the future? And there are competing technologies always, so one wins over other. That happens. Economics works, and that way some businesses grow bigger, so those technologies become stronger and all that. So Tushar, you have to constantly get signals. And how do you get those signals? One is in technology domain, and particular to your domain, I'm sure there are people, there are consulting companies like one of big fours, there are some magazines who are continuously trying to predict the future. Okay, you have to know whom to follow. Basically, there will be some experts in your field. And guys, these days people share content so much on social media, on their newsletters, so you have to know whom to follow in your industry. That is one. Second is, all these companies, like, I mean, Google and Meta, of course, but all the companies which are like dominant in your field, they put a lot of white papers around what is going to happen in next 5 years. It is called as technology landscape. They put their product roadmaps. Is you casually at least glance through, they will have some product demos. Have you watched recent, like Microsoft opening up their Bing beta, and at the same time Google? How many watched that? Google launched its Bard. How many watched those videos live? Okay, so you have to know what's happening in the industry, and you can watch them live, right? And the thing, Tushar, is that the people who are working in your industry, especially in the mid to senior level leaders, you have to have those connects actually. Okay, these people kind of know, kahan pe jobs are rahe, how their customers are changing their technology, what are they asking for, what are the openings which are not getting filled, and like, you will start getting those signals well in advance, Tushar. So you and I are not are we are too small to decide the future, to predict the future, but what I'm saying is that there are these number of places where you start getting those signals, थोड़ा थोड़ा मिल जाता है, and you after that you start finding the pattern, यार ये सब लोग यही बोल रहे हैं. So it means that things are going to evolve that way, and let me at least know about the trend. Okay, Dushar. So this is the way I also learn in my coaching world, in my entrepreneurial world. Constantly look for those signals from people, from top experts, and from the top companies which put their white papers and product roadmaps. Okay, Dushar, I hope I could just give you a simple answer to a very good question, Tushar. Thank you so much for asking. If you got this, just type V for valuable in the chat box if I could answer this question in detail. Yes, thank you so much. As all of you, keep putting over. A lot of questions have come. Thank you so much. Next question is Amit. Okay. I don't know if there was a disturbance. I hope you are able to see me live. Next question is from Amit. Okay. Uh, yeah. I want to switch my job from mechanical to IT, but I'm confused about which domain. Can you suggest some problems to overcome? Okay. Amit, I think I answered friend's question before. Many people want to shift to IT, but you got to be a little careful. Okay. So, Amit, again, you didn't put a number of years of experience. If you're very young, you can make that shift very easily. Okay. Again, the way Tushar asked that question, Amit, I would go for skills which are in high demand, low supply. Hmm? Try to find those things. I would choose skills which are really, they have a lot of jobs. do little research on job portals as well as on LinkedIn. Where are more jobs? Even reach out to people on LinkedIn asking them the same question, that which profiles do not get filled. Where is that demand supply gap? Because otherwise, if you now getting into this, if you choose a wrong, I mean, wrong in the sense, if you choose a skill where there's a lot of supply already, and you are competing against computer engineers graduates, MCA graduates, then it will be very difficult. Another thing, Amit, is that since you are coming from mechanical, also search if mechanical plus some IT. For example, earlier mechatronics was big. For example, embedded these days is big. Anything of that sort where two of these fields can, you can find that intersection. And look at this, like your pitch to the next employer would be, I'm a mechanical graduate with this much experience, plus now I have these IT skills. Together I'm much better than an average mechanical person, something like this. So guys, try to see how you finally present to the employer and what employer needs. Okay, so do some research, Amit, from job market, from people in your industry, and don't just fall for advertisements. Do your own research also before choosing. Okay, Amit, did you get some answer, some golden nugget from this? Just type V for valuable in the chat box. Thank you. Yes, Sagar, glad I could help you. Thank you, guys. And of course, this is a very short conversation, so I'm trying to give you maximum. But of course, each one of your career will be very different. Each one of your path, what you have been doing before, what you want to do will be very different. So there will be some personalization required in your job search path. Okay, and let me just take a moment here to tell you that I am doing this LinkedIn live, yes, but I have one more job search masterclass which is coming up. Okay, so yeah, so is this kind of conversation between us, but on Tuesday 8 p.m. Okay, 2 p.m. I have a very like a depth masterclass where I share a game plan with you. Okay, I share a game plan with you from your current job search state to the new job search state or new career state. How do you go there? What should be your strategies? How do you step by step, what I call champions job search blueprint? And guys, I'm a career coach, so I have around 200 senior professionals in my community using this exact game plan, and I reveal that openly in my job search masterclass. Okay, so next one is on Tuesday, 4th April, 8 p.m. And you got to register. It's not on LinkedIn Live. So harshadbhagwat.com/webinar. I'll also put this link later in the comments on this, but just note this link, harshadbhagwat.com/webinar, so that you get that joining link, Zoom joining link in your email on WhatsApp. Okay. Yeah. Now coming back to this, uh, ask me anything. Yeah, I don't know why this system is a bit slow today, but yeah, I'm not getting those comments as fast. Yes, now got it. Where was I? Where was I? Okay, lot of questions, guys. Lot of questions. Okay. Okay, Amit, we answered. Talgeri, I'm 32 years old. I'm physically dwarf person. Daily, I'm getting 3-4 emails from recruiter. When I visit walk-in interview, after looking my stature, rejecting me. Hmm. Hmm. First, I mean, hmm. I totally feel you, Talgeri. I understand it's not easy. Guys, in an ideal world, our corporate should be inclusive, should have this. I mean, they have this diversity goal, but doesn't happen in reality, right? Hmm. First of all, I mean, I don't know your full thing, so let me take a shot at this. See if being this specially abled, what they call, is it hampering your work? First check that. Okay, whatever, you didn't tell me what exactly you do, but is it is hampering your work. Because of that, you will not be able to perform as much. It will be a difficult call. Okay, it will be difficult. But if it's not, if you're a coder, for example, and it doesn't matter, like you can focus, your skills, you can do it, then honestly you should not have a problem. But now what happens is that, look at from a recruiter or from an employer perspective. I have you as an applicant, and I have two three other people. I may want to go to those people. Okay, so it's a matter of sometimes competition, that sadly we are living in this world. Calgary, what I really, you keep trying. Okay, I think there are certain companies who openly put that they have diversity and inclusion as their goal. One of my LinkedIn influencer also works in that. And also, second thing is, you're 32 years old, so I'm guessing you have some previous experience. So check if you can go through referral route. Okay, what happens through referral route, you can get to the hiring manager quickly. You don't get, you don't get considered among like 100 applications they get on job portals. You can pitch yourself a differently. But Dalgary, also make sure you know you are pitching your skills, your output in a proper way. Okay, right? So just trying to give you generic thing. But if you could attend my job search masterclass, that will also be great. If you can, um, let me give you some more things about the game plan in which to reach there. Okay, so Talgeri guys and all audience, please give best wishes to Talgeri. Let's hope that a few weeks later we get his good news on LinkedIn that he has got the company. Okay, so Talgeri, my best wishes to you. And on LinkedIn, guys, you can reach out to me on personal message. I mostly reply to all person. I get a lot of messages, but I reply every other day. Okay, so you can reach out to me also on LinkedIn in personal message. Okay. Yes, Reshma, total work 6 years HR. I've updated profile on Naukri every day, but not getting calls. IT. Reshma, you are an HR person, so I will slightly answer things differently, or maybe a little bit direct. There are multiple ways in which companies get good candidates. Am I right? So Naukri is heavily dependent on resume. So are you targeting right HR related jobs using your keywords? Reshma, you're an HR person. Your LinkedIn profile should be top notch. Why not? Right? This is your home domain, right? Don't you think LinkedIn should be your home pitch? Yes. So your LinkedIn profile should be top notch. IT, HR, but anything else in that? Are you from recruiting side? Are you from people management side? Are you from senior HR leader side? Or are you in operational role? Or are you in business partner, what they call HRBP role? You got to target specific types of jobs so that you can customize your resume. You can sort of write that LinkedIn profile. Guys, always understand, do not think like your resume is like your life history. You are, so we call it as like you are everything for everyone, then you are nothing to no one. Okay, so just check, Reshma, if your profile is too broad, the way you are projecting it, like koi to job mil jaye type ka, don't do that. Is literally target specific roles, specific types of companies, and customize your profile, customize your job search method or game plan for that. You will get, it will be narrow, but you will go deep rather than going wide and going, don't use spray and pray approach. Okay, Reshma. So let me see you in my job search masterclass also, Reshma. Okay, will you attend that? Just put yes in the chat box, Reshma. Yes, thank you so much for asking this question. Kamlesh, IT support 10 years, willing to change the job but not getting reply. Kamlesh, same thing. Okay, so guys, everyone who are not getting calls, okay, let me answer because there might be more questions like this. Okay. Mm, Kamlesh, okay, in my Career Champions Club, we use three distinctly different types of strategies for getting calls. Okay. First strategy is a job portal strategy. Naukri, LinkedIn jobs, where you have to apply for jobs. Okay. That is one type. Second is, there are recruiters searching for you without an opening online. There are many openings do not come online, but they are searching for you using LinkedIn recruiter login, using Naukri login. They are searching for you. How do you make sure they find you? How do you make sure they get your profile when they search? So generally they search with job title, location, skills. They should get your profile up the top, right? So how do you write your profile on these portals, especially on LinkedIn, that you get found when, even if you haven't applied to that job? Okay, I'm not talking about posted jobs. These are these are called as hidden jobs. So second is being found by the right people. That is second. And third, which is a bit longer path, but at a senior position, people have to use this, which is getting referred, using your existing networks, building new networks, reaching out to right people, hiring managers, talent acquisition managers in the right companies, targeted companies, not like everyone. Reaching out to them, not with a resume, but building rapport, showing them your value, showing them what kind of, how good you are, and then getting referred inside companies, being considered. And guys, many of my students have got it. In fact, today afternoon, okay, so what happens is in my community, when people reach their dream job, okay, we celebrate it, that they have reached, they we call them champions, achievers, okay. And what I do, I put them on spotlight and they have one-on-one interview with me, what I call champions achievers interview, and ask them specific questions. How did you get that job? What happened? And all that. So today in the afternoon, I had two such interviews planned. So we recorded two interviews, and in my coming coaching session for my community, I'm going to show them that. I asked them the same question: how did you get calls? So someone in BPO industry, some person, and in Kamlesh, in your case, because in support in IT, one of my student recently got 300% hike. Your Naukri and LinkedIn could be your best bet, but really have a very targeted, keyword rich profile so that you are found by them. Okay, right now nobody is finding you, that's why you're not getting calls. Okay, but for others, now the second person was senior finance officer. She, 20 years experience, she got a job through getting referred. Okay, so and but she also, whenever she would apply to job, she would also reach out to HR person of that job. So there are multiple things you have to do, Kamlesh, which I do share in my job search masterclass. So I'll see you there, Kamlesh, hopefully. Yes, Kamlesh, so did you get something from this? Just type V for valuable in the chat box, Kamlesh. Yes, Amit, Rajasvi, hi. Barne, hi. Vishal, I'm working as maintenance engineering, wanted to change company. Vishal, why not? Do that. No issues, Vishal. I don't think there is any question. So it's a very generic question. How do we do job search? So Vishal, so I think the answer would be join my masterclass on Tuesday. Okay, because this is a very generic question. This is the entire 1.5 hours of masterclass. I cannot do that right now. Yes, Vishal. So you got it. If you have a very specific pointed question, please put that again in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you in job search masterclass on Tuesday. Yes, current MBA graduate backed with 18 years of sales, great real estate, allied industries like home loans, last for AGM. Awesome. I started a business, joined Magic Bricks, facing an issue with interview stating my salary bracket is less compared to experience. Yeah. Current it happens, especially for people like you who have sort of mixed career profiles. You have changed your careers from sales to this, from entrepreneurship back to job and all that. Current you know offer negotiation is not an easy thing, but let me take a shot at it. uh Current, you are from sales experience, so let me answer this question very directly. Current, you are the product you are selling to the company. Do you agree with me, guys? How many of you agree with this central concept of job search, that you yourself are the product you're selling to the company. Do you agree with me? Just type yes or with lot of SSS. Karan, you are the product. The salary you're getting in return is the value of the product. Now, first of all, how much do you believe you are valued at? Do you know the market salary? Have you done that research? That is one. Yes, based on your past career profile, yes, you might have changed things, so your salary has gone up and down. But next to the next employer, let me put it this way, Karan. Hmm? You are joining as a senior salesperson. First of all, check whether they have the pockets to give you that kind of salary. Otherwise, if you're joining a smaller company, obviously they will not be able to afford you, right? So that is one. Second is, if you join them and they want you, I mean, they really are struggling with sales, what kind of results you can deliver, right? I'm not saying give guarantee, but I'm saying show them that in your previous job, this much revenue you have done, these many salespeople you have hired, this big area you have handled, and show them that in return, I'm asking for this salary. Okay, so current salary negotiation is not like, oh, I have family needs, I have EMI. That is not the thing. You have to present your value and show them that this can be delivered. That's why I'm asking that in return. But of course, the person on the other hand should have that budget. At least, relatively, that company should be able to afford you, right, Karan? So that is the central concept I'm giving you. But Karan, make sure you go prepared for salary negotiation rather than going unprepared. Okay, Karan, did I give did can I give could I give you something useful? Just type useful in the chat box. It's a short conversation, but I'm trying to give you the central concept here. Okay. Thank you, Karan, for asking this question. Randhir, hi. How do you start job searching after failed startup, 13 years experience, sales marketing? Randhir, let me tell you, I'm someone like you. Okay. I've been an entrepreneur for many years. I have a failed business on my profile. Okay. Failed in the sense I had to close that, start a new one. Okay. We did a lot of stuff. We won many awards, so many students professions we empowered with soft skills, but somehow during pandemic I had to close that and start this career coaching. So Randir, in fact, in my career champions club, I have around 6 7 people who had to exit a business and have to go back to corporate job. uh Randir, first of all, I'll give you 3 4 quick pointers. First of all, make sure you have exited that business on paper. You can say that I'm full time now committed to the next company, and mentally. Okay, because do you agree with me, Randir, that a lot of baggage is there in your mind now, in your emotions? Make sure you have exited that. Second, don't say, I was an entrepreneur, so I can do anything. You said sales marketing. Which types of companies, which domain, which size, location, of course, but I mean, B2C, FMCG, what kind of companies would be perfect for you? And pitch like Randir that because you have wide experience of being an entrepreneur, you're better than the typical employee mindset people who only thinks about them. Yeah. So Randir, target right companies where your past experience can be valuable, right, through contacts as well as the sales experience you have. If you have worked with B2B, if you have worked with B2B software, go for B2B software, something like this. Okay, Randir. So I don't know much about you, but it is definitely possible. And guys, in fact, you know what, Randir, do you agree with me that now employees, or I mean full-time employment and an entrepreneur, guys, this gap, I mean this is blurring, this line is blurring. Okay, even in full-time employment, companies are asking, yaar kitna output doge, right? So guys, in my career champions club, literally we have a hallmark of a champion, which is entrepreneurial mindset. How many of you this was bulb on? Just type BO in the chat box. I am creating entrepreneurs who will be full-time employed in corporates, doesn't matter, but they will behave like an entrepreneur. They will take responsibility of their team, of their project, of their output. They will think company's customer is my customer. My team is my small startup inside the company. The funding I get, the salary funding I get or the budget I get is indirectly the budget I have for my startup, and the output I'm delivering is through this. Whether it's sales marketing, whether it's from IT, doesn't matter. As this mindset is what matters. So Randir, if you already have that mindset, how come you are, you are much better than many others, right, Randir? Do you agree with me? I hope I could give you some quick pointers. Yes, just type V for valuable in the chat box, Randir, if I could help you a little. Yes, Barne, thank you so much. Vishal, okay. Mrityunjay, okay, guys, already a lot of time, but so many questions. Okay. I'm working testing for 3 months experience. I'm fired from the company. How can I search job with mechanical engineering domain with no IT experience? Okay. Mrityunjay, first of all, sorry to hear that, but doesn't matter. Okay. You will get the next one. Okay. So don't make a big fuss of getting fired or nothing like this. So many people are getting fired. Okay, Mrityunjay. So ये ना धब्बा है, ऐसे कुछ नहीं है. Okay. ये don't make it a big burden like क्या हुआ. Okay. Now calm down and let's work for your future. That's first thing. Okay, Mrityunjay, come out of that mental trauma type victim attitude. Come out of that, Mrityunjay. Okay, let's work for future. Testing profile, but you're saying mechanical engineering with no IT experience. Okay, but you are still in testing. Yes, Mrityunjay, I don't know about your previous background, but you're feeling to me as a fresher. So behave like a fresher. Okay, it's like you have to make sure you get that junior level position. Mrityunjay, now you're at home, you have more time. Why don't you keep learning about what are the latest things in testing happening? Guys, in IT, good thing about you is that you get so many opportunities online for some projects. Even if they are not paid projects, you have some, in Stack Overflow or in other things on GitHub. You can upload your work, right? On Hacker Rank you can connect with other people. Guys, keep doing, Mrityunjay. Okay, so like, I don't have experience. I say, get experience. Okay, through internships, through projects, through some assignments, so that next people, next employer will not worry about your mechanical background. Should say, okay, you have some good enough knowledge about testing. Okay, Mrityunjay. So keep learning. And as if you're a fresher, apply to those 0 to 1 year experience roles, target right companies. And yes, you can do networking as well. Uh, okay, so Mrityunjay, yes, could I give you some quick pointers, Mrityunjay? Yes, Rahul, I want to be updated with technology. Which job will be preferred in sector if I belong to non-IT background? Rahul, if you joined late, I'm sorry, but I have covered similar questions before that. How should we know what is the hot field? Which domain I should choose? So Rahul, what I suggest is that after this live gets over, guys, here in the same link, you will have this video again. You can watch this video whole again, Rahul. Okay. So watch my first 15-20 minutes of this video, Rahul. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Tushar, thank you so much for asking this question. Uh, yeah. So Mrityunjay, I think I have done that, right? So uh, Mrityunjay, you have to show your skills. You cannot just say I'm from mechanical 2015 path. Mrityunjay, it's all about, guys, you have to understand, these questions are valid. I'm not saying, they're wrong questions, but okay, is let another funda time. Okay. Guys, you are in job market. You are in a market. Market is a place where goods and services are being sold or exchanged. Sabzi market पता है? Sabzi mandi देखे हो? Market is a place where goods and services being sold. Now, when people, and most job seekers think like this: I have this experience, I have that certification, I have that skill, I have all this written on my resume. Give me job. Guys, look at this. Is a beggar's attitude. They are outside the market. Sabzi market के बाहर होते हैं. I'm sure you are not beggars here. I'm sure you are capable individuals. Guys, that's what I truly cover in my job search masterclass. You have to stop being a job seeker. Instead, think about them in mind. What are they expecting? Mrutyunjay, you should think, what are the expectations of a IT company from a person like you, a tester like you? Are you satisfying those expectations? Then they will not worry about your mechanical background. Do you have the right skills? If they are asking for specific certifications, if they are asking for specific hands-on experience in some technologies, do you have them? Great. No, then learn it. Okay, guys, be a value giver, not a job seeker. Think about what you can deliver to the company, what they are expecting from people like you, how you can fulfill those expectations. How many of you this was bulb on? Just type BO in the chat box that yes, you needed this from me today. Guys, you are too much into your head. पहले आप सामने वाले का देखो, कहाँ पे आपको जाना है, उनको क्या चाहिए, वो सैलरी बजट लेके बैठे हैं. They have the openings as you are not thinking about them. Let me be very blunt. And Mrutyunjay, not for you, for everyone. I'll be very blunt. There are openings for you. There are salary budgets for you. You have to show them that you are the right person. Okay. Either you are not the right person, or you are not targeting the right companies, you are not targeting the right roles. There could be number of reasons like this, Mrutyunjay. Think about them in mind. Okay. Think about them in mind. Yeah, Mrutyunjay, best wishes. Did you get some pointers? Just type V for valuable in the chat box. Oh, guys, I'll take 2, 3 more questions. So many questions. Okay, Samir, why is there age restriction to get a job these days? People above 45 seem to have problem. Samir, first of all, you are not alone. Yes, I have heard this many times. Samir, let me tell you a story here. One of uh, my student literally got this. He literally heard his, he had to hear his boss saying that, look, he's not 45, but he's much younger. But look, I can do the same work with a fresher. Okay. And they had to leave him from that project. He was back to the main pool of that IT company. Sadly, and he also understood that it is true. So, Samir, let me ask you, if they are hiring junior people, it might be the case that the work might be getting done by junior people at less salary. Finally, it's all about cost optimization. Samir, what happens is that for you now, how you are better than juniors, not age, experience wise, why they should pay you much better salary. Guys, anyone who is expecting this, see, more salary or you being more experienced, which you should be able to deliver bigger output. Now, bigger output means what? Either you have bigger teams, or you go in very difficult niche roles like experts, consultant roles, or you get into strategy roles, where the experience itself is counted 100% times, or 100 times experience is counted. Samir, okay, so Samir, you are targeting lower level jobs. You should do little self analysis. There are assessments actually, and you should basically know what industry demands from a 45-year-old. And if you can present them that you have that, is there are experience is needed for many jobs. Do you agree with me? You should target them, Samir. Okay, Samir, so this was a quick conversation. I hope I could give you little pointers to take your job search little ahead. Okay, guys, so at least right now I'm thinking, how can I give you the next step? Okay, Samir, was this useful? Just type useful in the chat box. Rishikesh, I need a job. I had a gap. Rishikesh, see, I'll be very quick because your question is also very quick. Gap is not a problem. What it means is a problem. When you have long gap, yes, you have hospitalization, so that's fine. But it also means that you're not hands-on with your skills anymore. That's what they think. That's what they think. You're not hands-on. Industry has moved on. You haven't worked in a full-time pressure situation. So I don't know whether you'll be able to match up with our expectations. So there are many questions in their mind, okay, Rishikesh. So what you have to do additional is that irrespective of your gap, what did you do in your last 6 years? If there is nothing you could do because of the medical issues, Rishikesh, you have to do something to get back into your game. For some few months, you can do maybe a very good course. You can join a smaller company where they could afford to give you a chance. You need a step up job or a jump start opportunity here, Rishikesh, before big companies look at you. Okay, Rishikesh. So having a gap is not problem. What they think about you is a problem. You got it, Rishikesh? I'm giving you just a quick pointer here. Yes. Yes, Amit, glad I could help you. Rahul, yes. Yes, Rahul. So just join my job search masterclass. That session itself will be an eye opener for all of you. Okay, guys, it's a 1.5 hour session. I promise you that it can be eye opener and it will be time well spent for you. Okay, so it will be weekday after your office hours. You will have to join me live for 1.5 hours, but it will be very of a very different energy and lot of strategies. Okay, so harshadbhagwat.com/webinar is the link to that session. Oh, so many questions. I'm losing track of which question I took and which I didn't. Okay, Kamlesh, yes, thank you so much. Glad I could help you a little bit. Uh, Vinod, I'm into project management, having 13 years. Awesome. Greenfield, brownfield, PMP, OEM, manufacturing OEM, special purpose equipment, great pan India, overseas. Now planning to change job, not getting calls. I've applied everywhere. Vinod, it seems that you're a senior professional. You have wide experience. So not getting calls means the simple answer is your resume is not keyword rich, your LinkedIn profile, no one is finding you on LinkedIn. So you fix that. But let me ask you, see, I come from mechanical domain, so little bit I know about you. I have also worked with green technologies in data center especially. So little have that thing. See, yours is a niche field. Niche field means what? They need that like specific experience before getting or before offering a job. Do you agree with me? They cannot just take random mechanical engineer and some from automotive back to this. You cannot do that, right? You are heavy in your domain knowledge. And we know because of your experience, because of your wide experience, I'm sure you have worked with many people in your own companies, I mean, in your own employers, as well as with vendors, with customers. We know that I would go big on networking here. I would go big on people who have worked with you, people who have already seen your work, they would want you. Okay, Vinod, I would go more on this. But of course, making sure your job portal's profile and LinkedIn profile is solid so that you start getting inbound calls. Yes, to that as well. But Vinod, make sure you are doing networking well. Okay, Vinod, get referred. Yes, Akriti, very generic question looking in a finance field. Akriti, guys, don't say I need a job. Don't say I want. I mean, guys, which profile? Which types of companies? Finance is such a big thing. There are banks, there are these fintech companies, there are companies like KPO BPO industries who serve finance clients. There are these finance software companies now. So क्या करोगे, कहाँ पे क्या करोगे? You have to little know about you. Okay, Akriti, even if you look young probably from your DP, so I can just say, इवन इफ यू आर वेरी यंग, यू आर जस्ट स्टार्टिंग, थोड़ा तो लिंक्डइन पे देख लो कैसे कैसे क्या चल रहा है आपके फील्ड में. एंड बेस्ड ऑन वॉट एवर यू हैव गैदर्ड फ्रॉम योर आई मीन योर MBA और your bachelor and your internships and projects, where you will add value to. Think like this, be a value giver. Okay, what are some of the questions I should ask people higher up the ladder to give me insights, give me visibility? Oh, I mean, excellent question. This is a very good question. And I keep talking about networking, and networking is not about sharing your resume, but asking these questions. Okay. Very good question, friend. I'm not getting your name, but thank you for asking this question. Guys, this is the thing. Okay. फर्स्ट बी क्यूरियस अबाउट द वर्ल्ड अराउंड यू. क्या चल रहा है यूएस में, क्या चल रहा है, कहाँ पे टेक्नोलॉजी जा रही है. सो आई डोंट नो विच इंडस्ट्री यू आर फ्रॉम, बट एवरी इंडस्ट्री इज चेंजिंग because of let's say IT is changing from different reasons. Now this mechanical industry or automotive industry is changing because of electric vehicles. Many industries are changing with green technologies. Materials are coming up, so many industries are changing due to variety of reasons. Okay, ask these questions. That you are like, well, let's say you are 20 years experience and I'm asking you this question. I'm 5 years experience. So sir, you have so much experience now, kya ja rahi hai, kya ho raha hai industry mein, where are these next technologies which are now getting absorbed or getting used. How do you think a person like me should stay in the field? What should I add to my profile? What do you think? Um, do should I do a technical path? Should I go into managerial path? What do you think? How is India changing? Are there any which foreign uh, countries are better for such things? In India, what are those zones where you feel, is it north, south, west, east? Where do you think these companies go? What do they look for? These are the questions, guys. Be curious about what's next. And these are called as informational interviews, everyone. And to my students, I give them a checklist of whole list of questions. So I've just spelled out few questions for you. Okay, friend, I hope this was valuable. Thank you so much for asking this good question, guys. I'm losing track of which question and all that. Sorry, I think I've lost track. Okay, I'm just taking question one by one. So many questions. Okay, Rahul, hi. IT sector is growing, but I have experience of 11 years of accounting in finance. Shall I go for data science? Rahul, you know what? I just gave an example, right? The one finance professional in my community going for data science. Yes, you can do, but really learn. Okay, go fast, really learn deep. There are more jobs, less supply. But Rahul, just think like, how can your accounting and finance experience coupled with his data, BI, R, Python, knowledge now, skills can be valuable. A plus B, can it be much higher? C, D, F, it's kind of. So do you think fintech companies, these new age, neo banks, and private uh, banks will find you valuable, that your finance plus this, rather than a software engineer learning data science? Think like this. Okay, Rahul, this was useful. Rahul, just type useful in the chat box. But yes, you can definitely go for that. Kuldeep, 13 years industrial engineering, what will I do? Kuldeep, very generic question about job search. So come to my masterclass Tuesday 8 p.m. masterclass. Okay, because I will give you a whole game plan for job search. Okay, sales, hi friend, not getting your name. I don't know why I'm not getting names here. Fine, that's fine. Sales, 12 years. Field sales, current company is my fifth company. I want to come out of this. No job security, non-tech, non-IT, business management. How can I proceed? Okay, you want to go out of sales, out of field sales especially. First of all, I just want to know whether you could be better in B2B sales, for example, where there are more meetings. You don't have to run around constantly. There are meetings set properly. Will it be better? Can you sell sort of little bit consultative sales? What do you call, where there is IT involved, or there is a complicated product, high value product? Think like this, okay, where your sales experience, which will be valuable, 12 years. Do you want to leave all that? Think like this. So it will be little less travel. There will be more professionals than the field sales. So think like this. Okay, think like this. And there's nothing to do with non-tech, non-IT. No, don't think like this. You're a core sales guy, and every company needs good salespeople. Don't you think? It's nothing about IT. Someone has to do selling and get customers. Will you be that? Just check if you can be valuable to other types of companies, sales departments. Okay, that is a quick pointer I have for you, friend. Okay, yeah. Mrityunjay, I think I gave you answer. Mihir, bad politics at workplace. Ah, maybe it's a very bad company. Just leave it. Okay, don't want to waste time there. That's what I would say. But Mir, I don't have a quick answer to such a complicated question. Mir, I understand it happens. Sorry, Mir, I cannot answer on this platform. It has to be what, are you facing politics from your seniors, juniors, all that differs. Are they stopping you from doing your work, or are they just gossiping? There are a lot of things how you can tackle those. So, Mir, sorry, but I don't want to, it's not a very quick answer to this. I hope you understand, Mir. Okay, but thank you for asking this question. Guys, two more questions. Okay, first year BBA, Aditya, international business, not getting quality internship, industry targeted from tier one college, Christ, not able to get good nepotism. Nay, Aditya, think like this. Internship also have hired a lot of interns. There are a lot of people in the market, Aditya. Okay, Internshala and other platforms should definitely help you. But क्या होता है ना, मैं बोलता हूँ अभी अभी मेरा एक internship है live. Okay, I get like 100 applications. Hardly 10 of them have actually answered the questions I asked in the application. Hardly 10 of them have are showing that they have capability of I understand you're intern, you're a student, you will learn things, but यार कुछ तो आपके आप में कुछ तो relevant skill या कुछ subject लिया है, कुछ तो होना चाहिए, right? Or you have tried things out. So Aditya, that way, see if you are pitching yourself properly, you're answering the questions asked on Internshala platform properly, and of course, Aditya, you can reach out to people. Okay, you reach out to people, but again, don't say give me internship. They are not working for you. Make sure you know what you're talking about. So Aditya, internships are many. Okay, make sure you are answering their questions properly and really see, ask them to do an assignment. Hardly 5% people complete that assignment. Out of 100, I shortlisted 20. I gave a simple assignment which could have taken them half an hour. I got 2 assignments completed. So this is the kind of, I'm not saying Aditya is you, but this is the kind of attitude I'm seeing from students. So if you show little extra, you can do it. And the person who completed the assignments did it so well. Immediately in the evening, I set up his interview and I have selected him. As simple as this. Okay, Aditya. So I've gone through that experience of selecting interns. I must have worked with 50, 60 interns in my previous company as well. So, okay, Aditya, more power to you, Aditya. Okay, I hope you get the one internship very fast. Guys, last question. Otherwise, sorry, I have to, it's already 1 hour, more than 1 hour. Uh, Bhavnath, right? Chaudhary, project management professional, BTech, PGDBM, awesome, 13 years. I've updated my profile over LinkedIn and Naukri. I'm not getting calls. What should I do next? Do it better. Do it better. Bhavnath, on LinkedIn, it shows that how many profile views you are getting. On Naukri, it is called as profile performance or something, resume performance. Are they seeing you? Forget about calling you. Are they seeing you? Are they getting your profile when they search for you? That should be your first clue. If that is not the case, you have to do a lot, my friend, on your profile. Okay, target the right keywords, write your profile for them, make sure you are putting a lot of results on your resume, make sure your summary section is powerful, giving them the keywords, quickly telling them, and especially ATS and recruiters, how you are right fit for the company, and many things. Okay, Bhavnath, I cover all that also in Job Search Masterclass, how you can get more calls. Okay, so guys, everyone, thank you so much. And sorry, I could not answer some of the questions, but I really tried hard to answer most of the questions. Okay. Thank you so much for asking. And guys, one more thing from you. Um, you can send me, connection request on LinkedIn. Follow me on LinkedIn. I post job search, career related stuff every day almost. Okay. So do that. I have a special checklist for you. Though many of you said, how do you build your LinkedIn profile? I'm not getting calls. So, guys, what you do is you just ping me on LinkedIn, personal message on LinkedIn, and say checklist. Okay, send me PM, personal message on LinkedIn, and say checklist. My team will share your checklist to build your own LinkedIn profile. Okay, just as a gift, token of appreciation from me. Little help more apart from this LinkedIn live I could do. Yes, and I hope to see many of you in my job search masterclass. It's Tuesday, 8 p.m. harshadbhagot.com/webinar. You'll have to register to get in. Okay, I'll see you next on Tuesday, and I'll be doing this LinkedIn live hopefully in few weeks time again. I did that one in March, this one in April, hopefully to do it one more in April. Whenever I get time, I just do this, so to help back to the LinkedIn community. Okay, thank you so much for being so active, so asking so many questions. Thank you so much, guys. I hope I could do little help to you. I could give little help to you. Just type yes in the chat box. Thank you so much for joining me live. Continue to stay connected on LinkedIn. Yeah, and hopefully getting messages from you with checklist, and my team will share the checklist with you. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye, everyone. Good night. Good night.